Hey everyone, Chris here from Real Rideshare Stories. If you're new to the channel and you're looking for different things within the rideshare industry, whether it's updates to what's going on, news, tips and tricks for passengers and drivers, or what actually happens on real rideshare rides, start now by hitting that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications. Also make sure to check the description below for other helpful information and tips. So we all know that Uber and Lyft in the ride-hailing industry has lost a lot of business. The question is, how much business did they actually lose? Now, we won't know true numbers until quarterly reports are given out. Even then, we may not know exactly how much percentage it went down per rides or amount like that. But there is a site that was able to kind of piece together exactly how much business Uber and Lyft have been losing because of this whole epidemic. All right, so this is a Business Insider article where I was able to find the information on how much Uber has seemed to have dropped off. So if you want to check out the article, I will leave a link in the description below. I'm only going to pull a few key highlights out of this, but if you want to read the entire article, link will be in the description. And it is titled, "Brutal Chart Shows Just How Much Uber's Core Ride-Hailing Business Has Been Hollowed Out by This Whole Pandemic in the US." And the thing is, this is just covering Uber. They didn't put any information out on Lyft, but it's probably pretty safe to say that it's going to be very similar to what's going on with Uber itself when it comes to ride hailing. So it says the pandemic has forced people around the world to avoid travel, wreaking havoc on Uber and Lyft's core taxi business, as well as just keeping people at home with shelter in places across just about all 50 states. So yeah, a lot of people are staying in, pretty much only using it for essential travel, and that has been about it. So new data from Superfly, which is an Israeli firm that tracks anonymized spending data, shows just how drastic the drop-off actually has been for Uber. In the span of just 4 weeks, data tracked by the company's 20,000 users show Uber rides fell as much as 94% in the US. That's crazy. So as you can see in the chart right here, at the peak, it says $58,564.28. And then 4 weeks later, it dips down to $3,692.33. So again, this is based on receipts from 20,000 users. So it's not an entire sample size, but still, it's still a very large sample size nonetheless, and that is a huge drop-off. Now, going down a little bit further, on March 19th, CEO of Uber told analysts that Uber's bookings were down some 60 to 70% in more recently impacted markets like Seattle, and noted the company was expecting a rebound to begin in the second quarter, roughly near the end of April, and that corresponds with the current extension of this whole social distancing guidelines, which is now until April 30th, because it was updated after this article had came out, which was at the end of March. So things could shift a little bit when it comes to outlooks, but it is very interesting on about how much it actually has dropped with that graph right there. It's peak, and then 4 weeks later, absolute decline. Now, if you are still driving Uber and Lyft and you are actually taking rides, what have you seen for your impact? Have you seen it drop off significantly, or is your market actually okay? Have there been a lot less drivers actually driving for the supply to continue meeting its demand or being under what demand there is? Comment below and let me know, because I'd love to hear it. Also, for anybody who was driving Uber and Lyft, what are you doing now? Did you transition to Instacart? Did you transition to delivery apps, which seem to be much more booming because a lot of people want to stay inside, so they're having everything delivered, whether it's groceries, whether it's food? Comment below and let me know. Or will you be filing unemployment because of the steep decline, as you can see from the graph that I had showed you before? Comment below and let me know. Now that's the end of this video. Make sure to subscribe and ring the bell for notifications so you'll be notified every time a new video is uploaded, and also anytime I go live. So if you do have any questions or anything, you can ask that in the live chat. We can hang out and have a good time as well. Also, make sure to check the description below for other helpful information and tips. And as always, never drink and drive. Always tip your drivers, your delivery drivers, and your shoppers. And we'll see you next time.